meteorologist Chase Jones.
Well, we saw a lot more cloud cover than usual today, and that lets us know that those storms are moving up in speed as we get closer towards the weekend. Now, temperatures well clear of those triple digits today. I put about 105, and yesterday we got near that record. Now, we're about 10 degrees off from seeing some of those temperatures. That includes over the last 24 hours, dropping all the way down into those 70s, then fighting back and forth with those southerly winds, then sharply dropping back down into those mid-60s. We warmed all the way up into those lower 90s, and that's where we're starting to see some of this dense cloud cover keep us in those 90s for about a week here on out, because some of that cold weather from the north definitely moving up in schedule. 91 in San Angelo. Everybody else in a combination of triple digits, if not those mid to lower 90s across the entire region. Shades of pink, yellow, and orange across the entire region. 93 in Sterling City, 104 down there in Junction, looking like 10 degrees across the entire Concho Valley. But you see where the pockets of heat are sliding around. Now, the southwesterly flow that's making its way across the entire region is giving us an array of moisture. Dew points are in those 30s and those 40s, while humidity indices are anywhere from those single digits all the way into those upper teens across the entire area. Now, moisture tracker is going to show you a pretty sharp spike in blue concentration as we make our way closer towards the weekend. Take a good look at this West Texas dry line as we make our way closer towards Saturday. It's going to move up, splitting the Concho Valley, pushing up into Oklahoma. Then it's going to transport all this moisture up somewhere around Kentucky, if not the Ohio River Valley, and it's going to shape up for some pretty severe weather for the weekend, but not down here in the Concho Valley. I am on the lookout for a little bit of rain. Now, upper level pattern is going to show you where that cold front is making its way down. It's combining with more cold weather that's going to try to slide its way across the panhandle, but that high pressure going strong here in the Gulf Coast, going to keep a lot of that severe weather, some of that much needed moisture well clear of us as it pushes it up towards the northeast. In fact, it's going to grab some of that moisture down here in the Concho Valley and push it up towards the northeast, where they're expected to see feet more of rain. Now, water vapor imagery still showing you the strong ridging. That's because the low pressure off towards the east and the low pressure making its way down from the west coast are pushing down together, and that's where we're seeing that moisture push into the Concho Valley, and that's where we're seeing those cooler temperatures make their way in. Now, severe weather outlook hasn't changed a whole lot, but it definitely has the Concho Valley in the crosshairs. And as we push you down to the surface, still seeing those red flag alerts because we're still dealing with a lot of that heat, but we're seeing some strong moisture along the Rocky Mountain Front Range, somewhere around Wyoming, if not Nebraska and the Dakotas. Down here in the Concho Valley, really just keeping our eye on that moisture. And the Futurecast is going to show you where we're keeping our eye on that southwesterly trajectory. Now, I keep always saying keeping my eye on because we are watching every single system as it works together to see a better idea of the picture it's going to push over the Concho Valley. So we do track a lot of these things in the Severe Weather Center, but it is quieting down, so we're keeping our eye on these quiet conditions. That includes dropping all the way down into those upper 60s. Tonight it's going to feel like summer. Then tomorrow, a good run at those comfortable 90s, but I'm on the lookout for a little bit of AM rain shower activity. Hopefully it pushes its way into the Concho Valley, but it's looking like it's just on the outside of it. As we get closer towards the weekend, I am keeping my eye on these lower 90s as we make our way closer towards the weekend, losing those triple digits and replacing it with a little bit of moisture. And as we make our way closer towards next week, still holding on to those comfortable 90s while those overnight lows hover somewhere in those lower 70s. Stay tuned. I'll rub the break. You're watching KSAN News at 5.